Hello folks, Tom Hall here. Today I'm here to introduce you to the Manus Iteritas Magnus from Noise Engineering. Manus Iteritas Magnus joins Basimilus Iteritas Magnus in marking Noise Engineering's first steps into the larger, blacker 5U modular realm. Manus Iteritas Magnus is a 5U voice based on the architecture of the Basimilus Iteritas, but it's designed to be more gritty and aggressive. It achieves this by using only sawtooth waves that are manipulated, modulated, and distorted through a redesigned interface. Manus is suitable for leads, bass lines, drums, darkness, detuned madness, or just your average run-of-the-mill pure mayhem. I'm going to briefly cover the layout of the Manus Iteritas Magnus before patching up a few different musical possibilities at the end of this video. At the top left here we have the pitch control, which is an encoder. The default is a fine-tune adjustment, push in and turn for coarse. In fine-tune, the steps are sub-perception, so the use of the encoder makes it really hard to accidentally knock out of tune. When turning coarse mode, the steps are 12-tet semitones to make offsetting by musical intervals easier. Here in the middle we have the hit button, which allows us to manually trigger Manus. On the top right, we have this switch. It's an octave switch, and the controls stand for bass, alto, and treble. The switch offsets the pitch by 2 octaves in alto mode and 4 octaves in treble mode, relative to the bass mode. The next switch is one you will really love, and it stands for skinned liquid metal. At first glance, it is very similar to the Basimilus. In skin and liquid mode, there are 6 oscillator envelope pairs that are added together. In metal mode, these are phase modulated oscillator envelope chains. Metal mode differs in the Manus by having 2 sets of 3 sequentially modulated oscillators rather than 1 set of 6. Metal mode also wave shapes the output of the oscillators by summing 2 sawtooths of the same frequency to give a waveform somewhere between a sawtooth and a square wave. Next on the left is the low-pass filter. The low-pass filter tracks the pitch. Fully counterclockwise can only allow a very low frequency to pass through. Turn fully clockwise to disable. Manus uses a 2-pole non-resonant filter. Next up is perhaps my most favorite part to be found on any synthesizer in the world. It's called Smash. It's a gnarly wavefolder replacement. Smash is a modulus function wave destroyer. The knob sets the level of destruction. Mayhem. Ha ha. Next up we have the envelope. It's a simple AD envelope control that shapes the amplitude of the signal. Fully counterclockwise, the signal is a short pop. As the knob is turned clockwise, the decay increases. At about 2 o'clock, the attack time will increase slightly as well. When fully clockwise, the envelope no longer affects the amplitude, and it's in free running mode. In this mode, a trigger in or manual trigger will hard reset the oscillator. Next down is saw mod, which sounds similar to pulse wave mod or sync mod. To the left, we have depth. As the depth knob is turned clockwise, Manus adds additional out-of-phase oscillators for a chorus effect, and Manus detunes the voice. This is achieved by randomly modulating the sample rate, which results in a perceived pitch becoming blurry. Last but not least, we have bash. This routes the envelope to smash and to the low pass filter. The knob works as an attenuverter, where 12 o'clock is off, right of center is a positive send, and left of center is a negative send. Okay, so let's make a patch. This actually gets pretty noisy pretty fast, so I'm going to front end it with explanation, so I'm not trying to talk over the top of the sound. You can sit back and enjoy the ride. I'm using a 16x8 table gate sequencer that's loaded up inside of the 20 objects ARDcore. I can navigate around within that table using the A0 and A1 knobs. And then I'm taking that 1 or 0 gate, on or off gate, and dividing it and multiplying it. Those gates are then headed over to the oscillators, which are all 3 of them are in low frequency oscillation mode, and I'm syncing those oscillators using the gates. The control voltages, the variable waveforms that are coming out of those oscillators are then modulating parameters on the Basimilus Ateritas and the Manus Ateritas Magnus. Obviously, 2 different gates from the ARDcore are triggering both the Basimilus and the Manus. Then using another 2 variable gates that are split out that are triggering 2 different envelopes. One of the envelopes is modulating Basimilus and the other one is modulating Manus. There's a whole lot of manual wiggling to go along with it. Hope you enjoy it.